Both of you have talked so much about your bouncing days, but what is it about being a bouncer that gives you so much character?
Oh, dude, I know you're gonna like mine.
Okay.
The highest level of shame doing that job, hiding. You don't want people to see you do that job. When you pop off on YouTube, it's the highest level of pride that you did that job. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, were you embarrassed to work for me? I was humiliated.
Yes.
So I pretended. I would post on my Instagram biography, #1 bouncer in the city, because I knew I'm going to be outed. So I'm like, okay, I'll just be like the janitor who's proud of being a janitor. Because people would puke on my leg and shit.
Which city?
Vancouver, Canada.
Okay. Yeah, no, I did the same thing. I would have to clean up puke and take out the trash at the end
I
of the
didn't
night.
ever clean up. They puke on my leg, though. That's how packed the clubs were.
All right. Well, yeah, clearly you were in a different strata of bouncer than me.
Yeah, mine was dirtier.
Yeah, yours is dirtier, I guess. No, I definitely had shame. The shame for me is that I bounced in a city where a lot of people I went to college with. Because I went to UCLA, and a lot of the chicks I would date and hook up with and try to hook up with ended up in San Francisco, and they had great jobs, and I was trying to make the comedy thing happen, working in a bar. So it would be mortally humiliating when I saw people I knew. If I didn't know them, it wasn't that humiliating, with some exceptions. Because sometimes a fucking dude would roll in, he worked at Morgan Stanley, and just openly be abusive to you. Like, get the fuck out of my way, dude. Like, I'm not showing you my ID. Like, fuck you. I'm going to order another drink. You're not kicking me out.
Damn.
Wait, so were you talkative on the job?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you'd be angry.
No.
Been attacked while working, for sure.
Have I been attacked? The only attack I had on me was we had an Asian guy who mixed medications freak out at the bar. And again, he was a high-level white-collar dude, but we did have to restrain him. And some could say the chokeholds that were applied were extra legal.
Okay, oh, you said white collar.
It was sort of a George Floyd situation.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, my buddy like laid this guy out on the concrete, this Asian man who was mixing Valium and fucking Viagra.
Jesus.
And Strawberry Fields, the alcoholic. The Asian guy was probably not really a threat to anybody, but
You said white collar, I thought white belt. I'm so racist.
Yeah, I was thinking
like,
what?
And my manager was a brown belt who dealt with him, and my manager did use this Asian man's intoxication as an excuse to work on his mataleo, aka rear naked choke, and the man was choked unconscious.
Oh, yeah, well.
It was a little George Floyd-y, but the guy lived.
Probably less concussion symptoms, though, from that.
There's no concussion.
There's none at all.
Speaking of the George Floyd thing, I've had my knee on 1,000 people's necks, like all the time. They were on GHB, they were on all sorts of drugs, and no one ever died. How come, like, everyone goes clubbing, everyone's seen bouncers put knees on people's necks? You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think if I've seen. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
And now that I think about it, I go, dude, imagine you're high on drugs and someone does that to you. Like bouncers, worldwide bouncers, you guys got to stop doing that. Even the cops do it, though, when they're trying to restrain the guy.
That used to be a move, right? I mean, that's what was explained in the media, was that it was something they used to do a lot. But.
Fez, if you would have put just your knee on George Floyd's belly, it would have killed him. That's how heavy you are, you know?
Thanks.
No problem. man.
You ever tried jiu-jitsu, sir?
Yeah, I don't enjoy it as much because I'm not that flexible.
I don't know if I like the. I'm not okay with the male-to-male contact that much yet. Like I get the sweat, the smell.
You were
makes me
slapping
it makes me
around.
uncomfortable.
I think you'll like wrestling more than, right?
Probably, yeah. It's a little not as close contact, yeah.
I don't know, dude.
What the fuck
Wrestling
are you
is
talking
like,
about?
have you ever
It's
seen
against-
referee's
pretty
position? Have you
gross.
ever
No,
gone
for
behind
me,
a
they're
guy
all
in
kinda
referee's
gay. They're all
position?
kinda
Why I hate Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is like, if someone's done it for a couple years, you cannot hang with him at all.
exactly, at all,
And I'm
yeah.
like, yo, at least when I'm striking, I can hang with someone. If he's 10 years fucking boxer, at least I can fucking hurt him.
little bit, yeah.
At least I can do something.
Yeah.
But jiu-jitsu is like, yo, he's literally making me a woman in there, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, you could also, he's got to get you to the ground first. So if you just know he's trying to get you to the ground and you tee off while standing, and then also jiu-jitsu is so sportified now, meaning we train on soft mats, we train for points, there's no striking while we're practicing. So if a guy tries to pull a guard or unleash his go-go plata on you, just fucking smash his head against the concrete. Fucking smack him in the face.
Oh, we're talking about a street fight.
No,
I
a
thought we were
street
talking
fight's
about on the
different.
mat.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, the
street
mat.
fight.
Oh, a street fight, I'm not afraid of jiu-jitsu guys at all.
Because you're
that's what I
large.
thought you were talking
I thought
about.
he meant if I walk in a gym and I got to roll with a
yeah,
purple
yeah.
belt,
That's what-
Oh, you're
it's not
gonna
even
lose.
fun.
Yeah, you're gonna lose
It's not
there.
fun at all. And you know what's funny? Even when I'm winning, I'm losing. Because I go, what am I really going for here?
Yeah.
You know, am I going for an arm bar?
fucked him
Am I
up.
really... Yeah. But on a street fight it's very different. Actually, I think a street fight and a boxing match is more different than any other comparison. Like, people think, a little boxing, a little wrestling is a street fight. No, it's not, because I think the closest is bare knuckle. Have you seen the bare knuckle guys?
Yeah.
That's what a street fight is.
It's like get one shot in.
Yeah.
But they don't go to the ground in bare knuckle.
In bare knuckle, momentum's everything. If you're like teeing off, you're winning. But in a boxing, you can hide behind glove, bob, weave. You can do a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah.
So I think if you're terrified of like what a real fight's going to look like, have takedown defense and watch bare knuckle and train. I mean, you don't have to.
Street fights go to the ground though a lot.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you agree with that?
99%, yeah.
They go to the ground because when two guys who don't really know what they're doing are just grabbing at each other, they get tired, they lock up, somebody gets tripped.
If you do know how to fight, you have the temperament. I think the street fight is the 1-2. Like, they're done. You can just hurt. If you're a big guy, one punch, crack them, and you could be all on top of them. But 99% of guys who are not willing to be that aggressive, it's going to go to the ground. It's like there's no, you better have some kind of wrestling.
Yeah. I gotta be honest, man, I've never been in like a really serious street fight.
How fast you go through puberty? In high school, nobody fucked
I was
with you?
200 pounds as a freshman, dude, already. So.
Oh, no. Oh, wow.
I was 6'1". I was 6 foot, 200 pounds as a freshman.
Oh, I grew tall like at the grade 12. Way late.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. But so I've never really been, I mean, there's been like shoving and it's never gotten past that. And Danny, you've had numerous serious ones, and so have you guys. I mean, so I mean, the experience you guys have, never had that. I know I've been trying to look for it, recently. Nah, I'm just kidding. We were gonna pick there was this like tweaker that was really small. Danny was like, yeah, it'd be good for your first one-on-one, dude. Fuck it. Let's go.
In the Orangevale video?
Yeah, the Orangevale video.
Yeah, but you could kill someone too at your size. Like, how much do you weigh?
240.
Yeah, don't fight the tweaker.
Yeah,
that's bullying.
People were talking shit on the short because the short's been getting a lot of views.
Yeah.
People were talking shit like, oh, you conveniently cut out the part where you guys ran like pussies.
No, wow.
As if, like, the assumption is we're scared of a guy who weighs 130 pounds. The other assumption is that's a wise idea to go around beating people up and posting it on the internet. Austin didn't get the memo that wasn't wise, but for us.
The internet is filled with retards. If you spare someone because you know you can kill them in a fight and they're just drunk, they go, dude, you were afraid of him.
Yeah,
you walked
so
away.
yeah.
It's like, no, I'm not trying to get locked up. What the fuck?
Yeah, have you guys not heard of frivolous lawsuits? And also just bodily disease? I mean, even if you beat the shit out of a hobo, but he gets one nail underneath your skin, who knows what he's going to communicate to you?
Staph infection,
There you
flesh-eating
go.
virus, dude.
Or
Fucked
the
up.
knife. A lot of people carry
They got knives.
Knives.
They got anything. They could have anything.
Dude, when I was in college, and right after college, I was deeply insecure, and therefore I had a much shorter fuse, and I was much more willing to resort to violence. Since that has passed a little bit, I will basically avoid almost any street fight unless I'm cornered and the guy just keeps giving me no fucking out, precisely for the knife reason. I can't imagine anything worse than having to fight a guy one-on-one when he has a fucking knife. I don't like needles. I don't like sharp edges. I don't like it, dude. I don't like fucking bumping my head on the corner of my stove even, because sometimes
it's
that
not worth it. I mean, in LA, I'll be honest. I mean, I've had multiple friends get shot and killed by someone maybe they got in a fight somewhere. Well, one guy got in a fight at a party with a guy.
Multiple friends die by gun violence?
By gunfire, yeah. Gun violence, yeah. It's fucked up. I mean, I grew up, Grant High School was pretty ghetto. My high school was very ghetto. I was in the magnet program with all the white kids.
Why don't you pour one out for the homies?
So the homies that have passed away. I know I've talked about one on Leo and Friends, but it's Neville Vega, dude. He was a great friend. It's for Neville Vega. I love you, buddy. Neville Vega was a handsome Nicaraguan man, and he was a baseball player, and he went to a party one time. He was dating the ex-girlfriend of a gangster, right? A Latino, I think, some gang in the Valley. Anyway, he was at this party. The guy was there. They got into a fight. Then the guy leaves, and then he stays at the party, and the guy came back and shot him in the back of the head in front of 60 people, and cops didn't do anything.
Why didn't you avenge poor Neville? Why didn't you find that guy?
The guy went to Mexico is what we heard, and I was...
Bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. One day maybe. I think that guy's already. I think we should go down there for a video.
Leo, this is your origin story.
This is my calling, dude. I have to avenge Neville.
You got to start training in Hapkido.
I know Hapkido, dude.
More than 2-3 classes.
Fez, I'm in your class. It's only going to be his class because what I saw today changed me.
One thing that blew me away is that baseball players would fuck up a lot of fighters. And same with hockey guys. Like, these guys can actually fight.
Well,
Like,
the hip. I mean, the only thing that I could say, I've obviously never been in a fight, but I could say that the punch strength, like the whip, kind of a really good right hand or left hand, where you use the core. Yeah. They know how to do it because swinging a bat has a lot of core, and then whip. That's how you hit something really far. So they're big guys that are loose. They're flexible.
Hockey
Flexibility.
Players, it was hockey players and baseball players. They have that aggressive temperament.
That too.
Every other sport was gay. Like, basketball players can't fight.
You're good, Austin.
LeBron can't fight.
I would love to fight LeBron James.
You would love to fight LeBron James?
I would love to fight LeBron. I mean, it'd be great for my career.
It would. What would you do? What's the move? You're in, let's set up the fight. He's got 14 members of his entourage that are all black.
Oh, that's cheating. Bro.
Well, and he's about to get in like on a fucking tour, like a bus that he just goes around on a fucking tour bus like thing. And he looks over at you.
At the back of the bus?
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
No. He's just on. He's got a bus. He's about to load 14 of his guys on. They're all black. They're wearing sunglasses, chains. You and Fez are hanging out, just sipping some Starbucks. And he looks over to you and he goes, "Hey, what's up, you fucking wimp?"
He looks over at me?
Yeah, he looks over at you and he goes, "What's up, you fucking wimp?"
Well, first of all, Fez wouldn't tolerate that. I think Fez would go up the first word and maybe throw him over his shoulder.
What makes you think
Not
he
me,
doesn't
buddy.
recognize as the Hapkido stand?
Yeah, no, he goes, whoa, he goes,
That one's...
LeBron looks directly at Fez and he goes, "Wow, I can tell that you study Hapkido, so I'm not going to say this to you, but
That's
your
Mexican Hapkido.
the friend that you're sitting across from is a bitch." And then and that's you.
Then I would defend Fez's honor, and I would basically, if I was in a fight with LeBron James, I would do anything and everything I wanted to him. There is no universe, and I know I'm coming off cocky right now, but there is no universe in which LeBron James could do anything to me physically in a fight.
Yeah.
So he's big.
It might look kind of gay if he's.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're going to grab his nuts. You're going to bite his nuts.
No. I would put a finger near his asshole.
You got it.
Well, he might kind of he'll like that.
He might.
But people have said LeBron can't fight at all. He's very weak.
I don't know if that's true. He looks quite muscular and large to me, and I'm sure he's rangy.
People are saying though.
But if people are saying that, I will prove them right.
People are saying.
I will prove them right. I will get inside his range, and it might not look pretty again. I might have to pull a guard on LeBron James.
That's okay.
But I will pull him down into the spider web. I will pull him down into Shelob's lair.
Yeah.
And then he'll be in big trouble. He'll be in instant big trouble, and there's no universe in which LeBron James prevails in a one-on-one fight.
Arm lock? Did you break his arm? Do you
I'm
keep
going choke, dude. You know what? I might break his shooting arm, Leo.
That would be. I mean, that gets you more views. I think.
Like gangster shooting arm? Okay.
Yeah. That what
3-point
gangster? It's
shooting
also
is what
gangster.
LeBron's
Right-handed.
the black guy.
Yeah. He's the. A lot of people say.
Kobe is the greatest of all time. Rest
Yeah.
I like. Yeah. There we go. Rest in peace.
Who is there a white LeBron James?
Yeah.
In NBA, is that Steve Nash?
No, it was the tall, lanky
There is a
white
guy
guy
now.
on the Celtics.
His name's LeBron?
No. I thought that you just mean is there an equivalent of a LeBron white guy?
Well,
Well,
I
he
just can't
moves
think of
like
his
a
name
white
right
guy.
now.
LeBron is a liberal, homosexual white man.
He's pretty
Like,
liberal, yeah.
You know, your
I know
type
he's
of
liberal.
comedy,
Yeah.
he would try and cancel you guys. for
100%. He'd hate us.
He would hate us.
But he's a fucking dude. He sucks.
this. He's rich.
He tried
Yeah,
to.
he is rich. He's got to be good for like Nike. He's got to be good for I don't know. Yeah, Reebok, whatever he is.
You know
white guy.
who would love our comedy is Kobe.
Kobe would have.
Apparently, he was
would've.
very open to
Because he
all
got
types.
canceled.
He
once.
especially would have liked any rape jokes that happened. All the GHB shit. All the GHB riffs today, he would have been like, hell yeah, man.
Oh God.